Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. Fala pessoal, estamos de volta aqui. So we have a lot of things to do, as you can see for that list in the top. I'm gonna read to-do list. I hope that is readable on the resolution. So hand mesh topology geometry, alright. Then the Necromancer, I gave a theme for this 3D character, and yes, I've sketched out some stuff, and so 2D model sheet retakes actually. So I will retake the shapes, sort of readapt, clean up, sort of reassessment according to the what we have currently in 3D, which is not terrible, except for the face maybe. And then the hair, yes, I have a new hairstyle for this character, so I'm gonna change the hair model sheet. And then the clothes, yes, we're gonna add thematic clothes for this Necromancer girl character. So then stylized character. Then we have 3D cartoon eyes, the mesh. So actually this is yeah, actually lattice method, but this is for rigging. So we can rig right ahead, but there's many things here required, like the mesh, the UV texture. We could do procedural. Yeah, procedural. It's easier. Procedural texture. Then, yeah, UV, procedural texture, and rig. Okay, so so we can test out the lattice method. I've never used it. I'm not sure it will work properly with some eyelids rig that I use usually, but I think it will work. We need to visualize that later on. So this is why first time I'm using this. I'll show some tutorials later on. So in case you're not aware of what this is, for stylized cartoon eyes, there are other ways. But this time I'll use this one and see, maybe it's a better approach than what I currently have. And then revision. Yes, mesh geometry. So this is overall retakes, right? Anatomy retakes, whatever, stylized. Not mesh topology, just mesh geometry. Então aqui só a lista de coisas que eu tenho que fazer. Vamos ver se dá para fazer tudo isso hoje. Acho que não, mas pelo menos as primeiras, acho que sim. Então, topologia e geometria da mão, da malha da mão, que a gente está continuando. Necromancer é a nova temática do personagem, então vamos fazer refazer um model sheet, dar umas ajustadas, clean up, uma arte final ali para a gente já ter as formas 3D. Então vamos fazer o cabelo também, eu tenho um novo estilo de cabelo e também nova indumentária temática para essa temática de Necromancer. Neko is cat, gato em inglês, em japonês, so like Necromancer, no, it's Necromancer, so whatever. Then I saw it somewhere, so I don't think it's copyrighted or anything. So it's just an idea, right? A concept. Concepts don't have authors. They don't have copyright. Ideas are free. Then uma técnica de rig de olhos cartoonizados, que aí é com látice, objeto látice, e aí revisão geral da anatomia estilizada na malha, na malha. Alright, so let's start doing that, folks. And here I must say I've reverted, what is this? File save, okay. So I must say that I have reverted this file to Blender 4.0.2 where I started, because Okay, what is happening here? Why this message is still here? So let's close this. Can we close? Okay, let's open that. Okay, now that message disappears. Okay, so I've reverted here because some of the add-ons that were fundamental apparently broke in 4.1. Eu tive que reverter para uma versão anterior. Aí eu instalei uma versão zip, so I've installed a zip version of Blender. So the zip version allows to ignores the auto update, like it's a portable Blender version, right? Então eu estou usando uma versão portátil aqui, instalada pelo zip, porque aí ela não sofre. What happened here? I think I've lost something weird about the geometry happened here. No problem. So let's just I was pretty sure this one went here actually. Dissolve. All right. I had so for example wiggle to add-on. Yes, it was even this. Despite the fact I was baking the wiggle bones animation, it was crashing the render. So this was very bad for my project. So cannot. So I reverted here because here I intend to use wiggle to add-on. So yeah, for physics, right? Então, for the hair, maybe some piece of cloth, maybe some anatomy shapes. Well, but usually we'll try to ignore the physics for now. It's the one of the last things we'll care about. So let's go for the hand thing. So I have collected a few more ideas. So here for the knuckles, okay, some of this we know already. Here I finally found this image back. So we have already some loop like that. We have this also. Here we see that the idea is to give more mesh here and less mesh here from these loops here. I'm not sure that is, oh, interesting. There's another one like a Russian doll inside. Maybe why add more mesh geometry here in relation to the thumb? Makes sense, makes sense. So here and this one, it's not really doing what strange loop here, because yeah, this is a bit confusing. I don't like this. I don't know why just not loop around here, but whatever. Maybe for mesh regularity. And so here there is this technique. Sometimes it is used. This is interesting. Okay, so sometimes you see he used this idea here, and for the back he used this. So the idea here, there is those aqui. Isso é muito interessante porque essa parte aqui pode ser volumosa, talvez valha a pena. Enquanto aqui, apesar de ser volumosa, fica ruim se ficar muito saliente essa parte. Aqui é bom ficar saliente. E aqui talvez também seja bom ficar saliente, ainda que seja contraintuitivo. Isso aqui parece muito interessante. Além de que isso é usado também para resolver essa área aqui. Só que eu vi nesse rig aqui, em outros rigs, em outras topologias de malha de mão, o que eu vejo é isso aqui funcionando do lado de cima. Só que aí a gente perde o knuckles, a gente perde as juntas aqui. Né? Não tem junta aqui, não tem topologia de malha para junta aqui. Talvez isso até funcione, mais ou menos, porque isso vai afundar talvez essa parte, se a gente quiser. Embora eu acho que isso aqui é estranho, mas nesse caso aqui ele usou essa curva aqui embaixo da mão. So he used that, or she used the artist here used this under the hand, and and on top of the hand use these ones. So this solves many problems at the same time. While this is just trying to solve one problem, which is to give these inner sides of between the fingers like some redistribution maybe. but it's still just one face in the middle, so at least from this angle. So this is strange. Usually we want to do something like that to give more geometry to the center. You see, there are two faces there, here, and this is a very strange arrow point. Diamond, it's not even a diamond quad, it's an inverted diamond quad, so, but it's a quad apparently, and then you see that it has the shape of the point of an arrow, tem a forma da ponta de uma flecha, mas é um quad de diamante e ele está invertido, né, por isso ele tem essa forma, e tá vendo que esse está redistribuindo para ter mais malha aqui, né, então aqui tem duas subdivisões, uma subdivisão no meio, né, aliás, there are one subdivision in the middle, so this should help smooth out this critical area between the fingers. And then, okay, we collapse everything here, so this is a good idea. I think this is, we can do with two, right, with just one actually, but I think this is smoother, this might be better for some more expressive expressions on the hand which we want. So this time I will do, I think, like that, and we can simply collapse this here. So let's see more. Okay, so this is yeah, I was intrigued by this shape here. So this is more or less what we're, the same idea of that, right, creating this mesh topology for this flash here under the, on the palm of the hand near the fingers, but instead of being stuff like that, they are all one thing, right? É uma coisa só, em vez de ser vários, só que eu posso tentar fazer as duas coisas. Eu faço esse aqui em volta e eu tento aplicar as outras por cima ou por baixo, enfim. So I can try to make both, right? And here for this example here, you see there's this thing, this is about some, this is a bit dumb in some sense. Well, no, there's, okay, no, this is not dumb. There's, this part is a bit dumb, I mean, because it's just, it doesn't redistribute the mesh, except for here actually, in the middle of the hand, for no reason for me. But there is one thing interesting perhaps, is this part here. The line between, maybe, depending of how we shape this mesh here, the tendency, because of these poles here, would be that this, especially near the poles, this area here will shrink, they will sink. And this is very interesting to shape the anatomy of the hand because of the finger. You see, there are the fingers, the bones of the fingers, they cross all that region sort of, not exactly in this direction, it would be like more like that, right? Então isso aqui tem os ossos ou os tendões, sei lá, dos dedos que continuam pela mão, então aqui pode permitir afundar essa malha daqui no centro, né? E aqui vai, talvez, dependendo de como a gente trabalhar, perto desses polos aqui vai de 5 estrelas, de 5 arestas, aqui vai essa parte vai subir e essa parte vai descer, então subir, 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 e o que está entre vai afundar. Então isso pode ser muito bom para gerar a anatomia mais correta da mão, ainda que isso aqui seria mais inclinado, né? Só olhar para a própria mão, né? Essa coisa aqui estaria mais para dentro. So, the positioning are a bit strange, yes, for the mesh geometry and these shapes. It's too regular here, but it's a stylized hand sort of, so that's okay. So there's interesting ideas here. So I'll try to replicate some stuff here for these hands. So we are quite advanced already, but there's a lot of work to do. So let's try to work on the bottom maybe. No, I need to make the top. I cannot continue if I don't have a proper geometry. So we'll start by doing perhaps what is closer to some mesh geometry here that I think we can try to solve. Então eu vou tentar começar por alguma região aqui que dá para solucionar alguma coisa. Então, por exemplo, se eu tiver, let's see, oh, now I have screencast back. Great, folks. So let's make this area smaller. Então, eu posso tentar, por exemplo, começar com simplesmente fazer essas conexões aqui laterais da parte de cima. Então, basicamente, eu vou tentar criar aqui aquela forma de diamante, de estrela. Então, so here we have a quad, and here we're gonna make another. So you're already starting to solve this part here. That will be very important. Our character is simple, so it's simpler. Her hand, she has just 3 fingers here, 4 fingers at total. Então, essa personagem só tem 4 dedos na mão, então é mais simples de resolver tudo. Se tivesse um dedo a mais, seria mais trabalho, né? A tendência é ser mais fácil. E a gente pode fazer algumas proposições um pouco diferentes por conta dessa um pouco mais essa simplicidade um pouco maior. Mas a complexidade da mão, porque eu quero fazer algo mais orgânico, de fato, mesmo sendo relativamente low poly, continua sendo complexo, né? É só que um dedo a menos ajuda bastante, na verdade, de certo modo. Mas a gente ainda tem que ser... Isso ainda dá bastante trabalho. So here, what I think we can do... Okay, I need to check some reference. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make... Yes, so... Então, eu já sei que eu preciso criar essa forma aqui, só que eu não sei se ela vai ser aqui propriamente. Então aqui pode ser... se eu criar aqui, isso aqui vai virar um polo de 6. Yeah, if I make this here, this will become a pole of 6. So here, the problem is how I connect what is in the middle here. So this is a bit strange. Let's see. Yes, if I make the continuation, I cannot make the... And same here, so let me check something here. Alright, so here the example we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's a lot of poles. Yeah, this can be complicated, but this area shrinks a little, but it needs to... I don't know to which direction it will shrink. If it shrinks to here, it can be bad. It needs to shrink to that, to sunken, to expand the finger, or maybe not, because it's the middle of the finger that is larger. So maybe it's not too bad. But you see, there's a line here. If this reduced to the inner side, this can be a problem. And so, yeah, this artist here apparently likes to make those. Don't care about the excessive poles. Let's see how others do that. No, not this one. So here, for example, yeah. So of course the case here is different. There is two faces on the top. We have just 3. But here also the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he doesn't care about this, and there is still this diagonal going. So maybe this works. So you just have to adapt. Alright, let's try that, folks. Então acho que a gente só tem que resolver assim mesmo. Então basically what I can do, perhaps, if I try to make some distinction here, maybe this will help us to decide how we can subdivide things. So here basically we certainly want this here, and yeah, because we need to create this shape right there. So we're gonna push this like that, and to reorient the mesh, yeah, this is a bit complicated. We need to do that. So we can extrude here, and then we need to connect this and this, yes. Alright, so you have the shape here, great. So this is the knuckle, aqui é a junta, né? Enfim, como chama? Knuckles, né? Esses ossos em cima das juntas, né? Essas articulações que tem aqui. Abre para trás, né? E fecha, quer dizer, os vértices morrem ali. Só que aqui eu tô com um problema que isso está criando isso aqui, né? E aí, isso aqui é algo inesperado para esses dedos, porque esses dedos têm essas faces. Então aqui eu tô com um problema grave de topologia de malha, porque isso aqui está indo para cá e não para lá, né? Então e aqui está sobrando, está faltando, né? Se eu fizesse simplesmente uma conexão tipo isso aqui seria muito estranho, porque aqui eu estou mandando essa malha aqui para baixo. Então, isso aqui vai criar uma... This will make this part sync like illogically, and this is probably dangerous. And so I've ended up with a shape that, for the amount of geometry that I had to solve for each finger, this is probably pretty bad. This could be a way, however, to tell Blender, to the rig, right, to say like, well, there's a joint here, this knuckle can, yeah, but this will be strange. Well, I have never tried this. Maybe this is not so bad, but this is bizarre. Very strange thing. Maybe it's not a terrible idea. Who knows? We cannot know if we don't try, but I already think this will cause massive problems. Yeah, you see, because if we need to have the finger, just see the hole that this will generate, just because I wanted this finger to go there, right? So now this is too irregular stuff, right, folks? Isso aqui é muito irregular, então não é uma boa ideia, não. Eu acho. Acho que não vale nem a pena experimentar, porque... So the problem that I face, of course... Let's look at that again. So if I had the subdivision in between, like what I can do though is perhaps to, yeah, let's say I continue here, but then I will need another. So this is a hell. So if we dissolve here, yeah, actually, there's too much things here going on. And so why do I need all this stuff, right? So of course the fingers, they require that. But this is a excessive mesh that I didn't want, just to, right? Unless I find a way to collapse this stuff around this knuckle joint, so this finger joint. A não ser que eu encontre uma maneira de colapsar essa mesma malha aqui. Então esse é o problema de levar a malha para cá, é que não tem... Eu não preciso de toda essa malha aqui na mão. Então o que eu posso fazer, talvez, é tentar criar uma algo assim, mais ou menos assim, para tentar colapsar tudo aqui dentro, tipo, ter um loop em volta. Então, quem sabe... Yeah, but this is strange, so it will be like... oh, I see. Okay, so we can make something here. We can make this double looping stuff, right? So that means that this is we collapse it here, and so this we try to go here instead. No, this will also cause problems. Yeah, the problem is that part. But we have this loop. This can be helpful. I think this and then we have this other, but then this other is like... Yeah, so we'll have, for example, to have this here and this here, and of course we don't need that, so we just merge here and merge here. No. So I needed to make this shape here so that we could... especificamente eu tive que fazer isso, acredito, por conta do fato que o topo desse dedo tem só 3 faces. Então não dá para imitar um outro, eu tenho que adaptar, né? Então aqui, isso aqui mais ou menos deve servir. So here we can, I don't know, get this blue, here get this red, then this we can give it that color, pink, red on top here, it has higher priority. Here is wrong, here we... Oh, what is this? Okay, this can be an interesting loop, so I don't have a color for this, so let's just give it purple for now. And all right, I think we can hold position with that. Yes, we can work with that. These loops are really interesting to do something like that for the joints. I think this is a good... Yeah, it's a plausible solution. I'm not sure exactly what it exactly does. I think this tends... Oh yes, I know. So here you see there are 3 poles stars. Aqui tem polos de 3 faces. Então isso aqui vai subir. Que é... Yeah, so this is a good thing. You see how it holds position as we smooth all the mesh. Alright folks, so here we need to try to build... I want to build the middle here, but to access the middle we'll first need to get more of those things done, right? So here will be simple. We have some reference. We can just yeah, we can just use that. So what I have this. Okay, we're gonna dissolve these things and we're going to, yeah, let's pick this, extrude, then we can make these connections. Is that correct? Yes, so this loop is this equivalent to that one, or not? Não, this is incorrect. Sorry folks, isso aqui tá errado. Na verdade, isso aqui não se conecta com desse jeito. Na verdade, esse quadro de flecha aqui, ele vai, we could call it a arrow quad. So the arrow quad, it just gets, we can get this around. And so here you have some strange face that, let's delete that. And let's get here connected like this. Yes. So here, although yeah, we know this will be red. Wait, this is very wrong. What I'm doing? No, this is correct. Is it correct? Yes, it just looked too large, but it's the white color that makes it become like, wow, it's huge. But also the perspective. Maybe it's it's an illusion, basically, that it is that large. So at least I'm having this sensation. So here we can extrude here, then we can, wait, this is going, okay, this going down for now, so you can see better. Then here we'll continue, I guess. Yes, we have something that will, this will cross. Okay, this is, it's just like that, right? It will cross like that. Colors will help here. So let's already give this this color, and this will be the red, right? And then we have stuff moving on top of it, crossing face loops here. So this one that goes here will actually, so we need this first, and then we have this, and then we have this, and let's hide this for a moment. And so yes, so this one now gets connected to this. Something seems wrong, but might be just an impression. It cannot connect here, right? Oh, here. Alright, so I get this, I got this, and is that correct? No, I think there's something wrong here. Okay, this is, okay, this is correct, but something about these faces is wrong. Need to figure that out. Oh, okay, of course. Here, yeah, let's do that. Already just dissolve this one. Merge at last. Merge at last. Here we can paint this on that. Pink. This is red. This is purple. Yeah, too much color, right? So maybe this blue we just should not use for now. And this maybe, yeah, I got it. So maybe let's give this this color here, and let's go again. Let's do this. So this will be pink. This will be red. And so here we start to have this feature, and here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Incredible. I don't know how I achieved that I don't have a 6-star pole. Eu não sei como é que eu atingi isso aqui, que eu não tenho 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if probably because I had, não está recebendo vídeo suficiente. Okay, so, sorry folks, I have Okay, there's some buffer problem. Sorry, folks. It's the connection, or maybe of augmented. I don't know. I augmented the resolution, so slightly. So maybe that's impact, or is the connection of my place today that is bad. So let's go back here. What's happening to the? Okay. So as we continue here, so there might be some buffering you might be experiencing according to that message. You maybe will see it here. Oh, there's more overarching geometry. Why do I have this, folks? This is kind of useless, isn't it? No. By creating more geometry here, yeah, this is like unnecessary indeed. I don't need these face loops, folks. At least not now. So that means we can start working in low poly here, and then if we want later we can sort of add some better stuff, right? Então a gente não precisa trabalhar com essa coisa ali, a gente pode, com essas subdivisões, elas são excessivas, né? Então se a gente precisar depois, por algum motivo qualquer, daí sim. So here is the red one. And this we could, usually the red stays on top, but this area, yeah, maybe what I can do is give, although this is very irregular, we can give this blue because it's like some face loop that is separating some region of the body, like crossing, right? So it's not correct for my rules, but nearly correct. So here we can make the same idea. This time we'll try to not get it so confusing. Yeah, these knuckles we need to take care that they are in the right proportions. Yeah, okay, so this takes a lot of time, right? Maybe I should do sculpting here, I'm not sure. It's very difficult especially when the fingers start to get crazy shapes, then this is a nightmare. It's still manageable, but it's very, very annoying. In some cases, yeah, I know some cases, it's just nightmarish. We don't want to be messing too much with the finger shapes. We just want them to be simpler to start with and try to maintain some structure, right? Otherwise we end up with a lot of hard work to maintain good shapes, and that can cost a lot of time. So it's difficult to maintain proportions, the right proportions that we want ideally for the fingers, in my experience. So here, yeah, so this is the lateral one. So here I'm not sure how we're gonna end this part, so I'm not even bother connecting here because I don't know what is it. So usually I believe this will go below. So let's try to go below until we meet the this, right? So there we see. Of course this is not correct because what we need to do is actually to have another organization there. So this is not correct. Usually we made this exactly to have a some thing that will go down here, and so the faces that do this, they are these ones. As faces aqui, a gente fez esse quad aqui justamente para ter esse let's do something here for this. Yeah, let's just hide this, select all this, hide, there we go. We've made this precisely to be able to have more one subdivision here, so we can get smoother deforms here. So this should be something like this. So this is not blue, this is something else, and this face loop shouldn't go up unless it loops all around. So I think there is a way to do that, I just don't know now. I was successful at that pattern, but you see how it loops. So maybe there is I see. So there is no, we cannot just connect this. This will deform the finger, right? Yes, this will deform the finger, and we cannot just connect this like here, right? So this is over. We don't want to. Same here. We see, well, this happens here unless we have a yes, so we need another quad like that, except that if we check our references, the idea here is quite different, or isn't. We don't see if there's a quad here, but there's this thing, the quad goes here, diamond quad. And then all this to create this. We have 3 fingers and not 4 fingers here. So I'm gonna try to create 3 of these, not just 2. So you see this one still benefits from the curve because there's a face loop here, redirected from here, and then it redirects from here, but it's not looping like that, but that's okay. We have it. Even if we have just that will be fine, but then we have still that. It's just don't close like that, so it's open here and it's open here, but they cross. And here is similar. No, here we have just this, and then there's this. So it's open here, it's sort of open, more or less open here. So we'll try to make something close to this thing yeah, and this is probably the worst for the shape. Those are ones I think are the best, and this is okay, this is the worst. We go back here, we could try to make another diamond just like that, which will create a cool face loop. The problem is that if we do that, we'll lose the facility to make this. This all actually will help creating this shape, and this is interesting. So I'm thinking now what could be the best approach here, but the idea of looping things here all around is good, but because of the asymmetry of the hand, the top and bottom of the hand, some asymmetry, right? It might be a good idea to actually do things different, right? In the top and in the bottom region. So we're gonna try that. Yes, we're gonna make them different because the hand is asymmetric, right? In many sense, in many way, yeah, in many orientations. So here we can have already some structure to shape this. The spaces are not good. We don't have enough space to do all that I want. Here we need to perhaps to, yeah, let's push this like that. This probably will try to push this back. Here we can try to see where is the diamond quad is just somewhere there, right? It's too retracted, so let's try to get it more pointy towards the front. We still don't see it. Yeah, okay, so it will be behaving like that, so that's fine, not a problem. Okay, there we see. Okay, so it was, then this we need to, at this point I would like to make this loop go there, but because this is the loop that is doing this all around the fingers, so this is the blue one, so no, it doesn't complete, or something is missing. Okay, so it's not looping there, but that's fine. We this is happening because we decided to do this different. If we made this connection there, we'd loop there too, so we'll get this, you see, but it's not the case, so we're gonna just do that. That's fine. We'll have not access immediately to this, but now if we smooth this, we can have, yeah, great smoothing on all that area. This is very good for face loops. Is one of the reasons face loops are very important in modeling, rigging, whatever. And it's a facility also for creating characters. Then here we want to, yeah, so I can already try to connect here. We're gonna have to handle this differently. Probably we'll have to create more geometry here to make all this work. So I'm not sure where is the middle here, so I'm still not gonna connect yet, and this is clear that we need to push this to the very side. Yeah, so let's start by doing this. Here probably this should also, same thing here, let's push this to the very side. And what I want to do is try to loop things from here all around, so probably this, yeah, so according to the pattern I think that could be like that, and so this one goes like, there could be some inconsistencies here. Of course, let's check here. So we have this. So yeah, there's not. There's a role. Yeah, there's some. It's not like. Trying to understand. So this one is close here, goes here. This is close here, goes there. So this is close here. This is close to this. This goes there, goes to this, goes there, close. Okay, there's the pattern. So I'm not sure how this will work. So we need to decide perhaps the pattern here. So it takes from the index. Alright, let's do something like that, because we have this idea, right? So this one will start pushing like, so you'll have to cross this like that. Well, we have this, so we can probably use this, although probably I'm gonna have to disconnect this, so I'm not sure how this is not too complicated to create extra geometry here. We have many mechanisms for that. Aqui eu devo ter vários mecanismos para resolver, então a quantidade de... então eu quero manter isso aqui. I want to maintain this thing. So I'm gonna do this until, yeah, until here. So we got crossing here. And as we approach the... yeah, it will probably cross. I'm not sure where exactly, but yeah. So then we get this and this. And here we'll do more or less the same thing. Here we do that. And here we do that. And for this one... oh, I see. How are you gonna do this? They cross, eles pulam um sobre o outro, né? Ah, não, eles têm diamond quad. Okay, there's a diamond quad, of course, that I forgot. This diamond quad is here, will be here. And it should probably... yeah, so it would dissolve here maybe? No, this is incorrect. The diamond quad is actually this one. So you see, this can be a bit tricky, but no, hold on. Oh, yeah, this is not correct. Yeah, tricky, very tricky. So something I'm doing wrong here. It's just a bloody diamond quad, so alright, I see how they need to cross, but this just doesn't work as I want, so maybe I need another face loop here, right? So let's because I cannot create the diamond quad like here, right? Then I end up with a trigon. So because I have this, right, I need to make more space here, probably. That's the case. So then yes, then here and here, let's dissolve, and then yeah, we need to separate here too. After we'll see what, and this is probably unnecessary. No, this is necessary too. Maybe this is unnecessary then. Yeah, but this is going there, so it's just that we need to merge here and yeah, do something like here. So then we get, let's push this up. Let's also make another diamond quad here. Connect this and this. Push this more to the middle. Dissolve that. No, delete that, and then here, and then now we can do this, and now we're starting to have this shape. So here, no, this goes, it needs to go here, right? So why it is not collaborating? Because of this face loop. Precisely. So we needed this whole vertex. So now we are mostly looping properly. So yes, there we go. There's one more to go. Oh, okay, so we sort of solved that because a gente meio que resolveu isso porque a gente já tem esse loop aqui. Então, em vez de fazer outro, aqui eu tenho um duplo, inclusive. Esse aqui é um reforço, na verdade, então não é necessário, né? Pode até ser poluinte. O que eu poderia fazer é pegar esse loop e colocar ele lá para trás, que nem está acontecendo aqui. Bom, poderia vir para cá, o que não é uma terrível ideia para tentar smoother isso aqui. Yeah, so maybe we could do differently here. Like, instead of having, yeah, it's about this. If we dissolve this, so I will try to get this, so I have a, yeah, we could try to have something running here that would be more, it will help smoothing this area here. Here we can do that, yeah. Because this area lateral, yeah, this is a good idea, because since we already have this, we just need to push this maybe more here. Claro que a gente vai ter que, bom, a gente tem que concluir isso aqui de qualquer jeito. So I need to conclude this. Where's the diamond quad? Looks like this a bit distorted here. There we go. Then this needs to cross to somewhere here, I don't know. Yeah, and this we are lacking something. Let's delete this face, and here let's push this like that. So this loops around, yeah, let's get it looping around this, but we probably will need to make another subdivision here, so we can connect here, here, and I'm not sure of this query thing, but maybe it's necessary for, yeah, like this one. So we have this one which is not finished there, so we can probably have some subdivision here, and alright. So this could go into the thumb, I don't know, this is the joint, so this could be a bit complicated. So for now, let's give this a blue, sort of, no, darker blue, so it's a sort of a lateral thing. Not totally as I would like to do, but yeah, otherwise we could just use this. And then for these ones which are not, we need to connect them, so here we can make this connection already, so we can dissolve this for now and make these connections here. Everything should be have already their own assigned places. What is this? It looks like we have a problem here. Maybe this connects here. yes, this part is incomplete, so that's why it's looking weird. So we need to complete this part, the top one, then we can, so we can start by connecting this can be connected here, and this actually merged like here. We can smooth this out. This of course is very wrong at the at this part here, so Control Shift left mouse button click. Okay, just smooth these ones. Then let's see what these face loops are doing. So this one loops like around here, these ones loop around, well, they don't have where to go for now, so we can give this color for now, except that, yeah, okay, this is understandable for now. So now what we can do is very simple. Let's get these ones here until here and shrink. So you see, we can already start visualizing how this gonna work. So of course the thumb area is taking too much space, so we need to find some way to handle that. And but this could be probably, let's check the references here. Yeah, it goes about when the second joint, the middle joint of the thumb. So somewhere like here, this in this reference, let's check. Yeah, my hand doesn't have mesh topology, so yeah, I cannot check my own hand for that. There's just the some ideas of location of this loop here that we are gonna need. Oh, by the way, they also loop like that. We not necessarily need these loops, but then an interesting idea of this loop is that, well, yeah, those loops are for collapsing geometry for that part. Yeah, but we don't have too much, or do we? Será que a gente já tem muita? É, a gente tem muita, então seria bom colapsar isso. E claro, tem várias maneiras de fazer isso. Então, do jeito que foi feito ali, foi esses loops interessantes, né? Então a gente pode sim, então, começar, por exemplo, daqui e ir para lá, né? E aí de novo daqui e ir para lá. No, this is wrong. Of course, this is not exactly the way, right, that it was done. There's still missing diamond quad, so it's a bit complicated. So the diamond quad needs to be in the conjunction, otherwise we cannot get this thing here, right? So let's try to get so basically it's this thing, and so we can have the diamond quad secured sort of in this way. I never worked with this kind of loops particularly, so these ones, I mean, that are doing these overlapping loops in this sort of way. I've worked with others, so this is interesting. And here we need to, okay, we have another diamond quad here, and this. So I don't know, I don't see well where this is going. Well, this is going the finger because, okay, it's looping around here. This is because of we haven't completed that area yet. And so here we just get this. And so now we can do this, do this. So very, very good idea, I think. Very interesting. So in my case, they are looping around themselves. They will be, and there will be no thing like, yeah, thing going like here, which, yeah, they die off in self. Maybe because I don't really know why, but is that really the case? Yes. So, or some, yeah, it's because of the way they decided, the artist decided to finish this one. So this is optional how we want to end. I prefer in this case to, well, here we need some different approach because it's, but then there's the problem that the fingers, right, the structure that I want to make is more, yeah, I see there are bones for the hand, for the fingers, which are, there are tendons and there are bones. The tendon goes here, the bone goes here, so they are not very aligned, so this is intriguing. So we can, yeah, we'll probably need some subdivisions. Let's fix this first. Yeah, this looping is, what is this? Oh, I see, it's just, it's not, it's confusing because it's not colored yet. So let's try to complete this one. Then this is, this goes like that. Então, obviamente, isso aqui tá. Isso aqui vai para cá, só que aí tem uma outra estrutura. Então, basicamente, so we have something like that, except that. Okay, so this is red. Then we have this, and this. And we can dissolve that. This goes here, so merge at first, merge at last. Then we need to realign this. This shrinks. And now we can try to smooth out all these things. Good. And we can try to smooth out this thing too. Here, let's use proportional editing to push this thing, and this color, yeah, looping like that. Now let's readjust these ones. So we're gonna push this up, push this up. Let's exaggerate a little, right? And for all these, we are also pushing up, and this will, yeah, also this, let's push this down. No, with the Z. Alright, so yeah, this is exaggerated, but that's is on purpose. So where is my, okay, for some reason, some commands are not responding. Alright, and we can always smooth this out to get a better approximation. Maybe these ones we smooth them more, they are more in the near the base, they don't need to be too elevated. And so now we have to solve sort of the connections with, so here we collapsed a lot of things, so this probably will have to, yeah, so here I believe, can we just connect those things? Maybe yes. So let's push this to the side. Here we can probably, yeah, connect this here, then push this here. Let's smooth this because it's different ali on the side, estão do lado da mão, então é uma situação um pouco diferente. We can try to smooth this again. Then here we see that, yeah, let's dissolve this, cut through this mesh, delete this face. Here this is of course ridiculous. Still this part here is being a bit too much on the wrong positioning, right? Exaggeratedly. So let's reposition all that. Let's connect here, and here we see that looks like we have a limitation here. Could be just a face loop that is missing. Yes, we are missing something, so let's try push this here a little. Vamos tentar puxar isso para cá, e aqui I'm not sure, but let's try to first connect this loop here and connect this here. Why these double loops? Oh, okay. Of course, this was the middle one, so alright, interesting. Anyways, this is looping around all it's double looping here and there. It just doesn't take that part, but then this is fine. This just takes the middle part, but in a sort of a regular way. Here we have to, yeah, we have a have to handle this thing. And here I have this shape, but I have too much stuff here going on, so I cannot make this subdivision. Probably I'd like to have some geometry here, so I need to cut this probably. No, not this one. It's actually is here. We'll have to, yeah, this is probably positive to do anyways. You can delete this face, connect here, then this is a very normal loop. We see that here we'll have problem here with this this large face here, and we don't have a system here to yeah, so probably here we'll have to start building something different. That area of the thumb is very important. Looping around the thumb, it's probably we'll need to create a geometry here in some way, otherwise these shapes will be terrible. So I'm not sure yet. One, two, three, four. Yeah, probably here we'll need something. Let's try this. And here, let's try. Yeah, if this looks like that, let's make this connection here. So what this is, okay, this looks like that, but then it is going here. All right, yeah, now this is of course this is incorrect. We need to do something about these things, so let's keep it going on that direction. Maybe this is probably incorrect. We'd like this to go there. So these are regular stuff. This goes a little more, so this is a very important one. We could even add after another one. We need to find out how to solve this part here. Here it's a mess. Let's dissolve that and try to just do that for now. We need to find what to do about these things. But at least this is it is make some strange loop there. Okay, this is not good. For the hand here, we see that we'll probably need something additionally, because, well, hold on, maybe not. So this goes to, okay, let's skip this one. This is interesting. But then we need to solve this part. Maybe this can be, yeah, it would be wise to have some loop here that do some looping like that, so just to stabilize this this area. So we want to make this new face loop that would go like around some geometry here, like, yeah, it will continue. Yeah, fortunately it can continue without much problems so far. Yes, here there's some conflicting problems. If it goes down, yeah, I wouldn't like it to go here, but yeah, there's no need, so I want it to go down like that, and then as it go here it should try to not go up but go to the side, so it will be like so it will try to go along this. Yeah, I can try this for now, and there, so we see well, it's not working. Something went wrong here. Just this is easy. Okay, let's do that, and it's easy, but we are lacking something. I need to redistribute the mesh here in some way. Okay, so that created a new and here we can also, yeah, just dissolve this. Wait, I can't do that. Why not? Okay, there's this trigon, so maybe just collapse this face here. So yes, we end up some diamond quad in some area which is complicated. Also here we end up with something that, but the face loop is there, and we can smooth it out, and we can get it, I don't know, some this color. And then I can probably just here push this forward. Let's disconnect here. Or actually, let's just, yeah, let's disconnect that. And then make these connections here. Yeah, bridge edge loops, I guess. This one cannot be bridged, it doesn't work like that. Let's push this back, push this forward. Here we'll need to open up as well, and same here. Yeah, something needs to be done differently here. So it's like I want this, but this is going, it's making a wrong connection here, so I'm gonna take this off. and do the right connections. And now we can bridge that, give this a, I don't know, no color of interest. It's very regular thing mostly, and then but we can repaint that. And then okay, this thing keeps growing, but what is this? Apparently just some strange face that, oh I see, because I've created that, now I have some one, two, three, four, five. Okay, this is fine. Here we have some, we've made some bad redistribution, and probably have to rearrange that, so that would be, not sure what I'm doing here, but this loop keeps doing this, is okay. And here I've made this so that we could find a solution. This was already bad, so it's an hexagonal hexapolygon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can we, how to solve that? I don't remember having faced these ones, but we can, the most easiest thing would be doing that. I'm not even sure what is being selected here. Oh, this goes in the middle, then it loops around and tries to reach the sides and under. This is very, very chaotic. And then I think the outer side of the, no, okay, this is a very wild thing, but I don't know where it ends. But oh, it dies on the quad and the trigon, right? And here it goes up and go to the arm. Okay, so it dies on the side of the, a very strange loop here. So what we could do is try to so what about directly we could solve if we had more mesh geometry, but what I don't want is to make bad shapes for that. So let's see, does a trigon here could cause any problem? Well, it's a sort of a joint region. This is probably problematic, and here we're creating two pentagons. So it's like the, for now it's the simplest way is to do that, right? So that's fine. So we can give them some blue color just to notify that they are, but they seem regular. It's just that here's a diamond quad that, of course, I don't want it to shape this, so let's keep it like that. But this one I can do that, so maybe that's fine. This face loop, yeah, this face loop is wild, may be useful. It is going around the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, because of the 6, but this is a shrinking area, so this is can be acceptable, but So this is why this is looping too much, maybe. I haven't checked fully, but yeah, there's some holes yet to be solved. So this area here, there's not enough geometry. Oh, I'm on the mirror side. That happens. Right now this needs to connect, so we are lacking geometry here. What happens if I loop cut this? Oh, okay, so maybe this is acceptable. I'm creating geometry, but ideally I would like to merge at center. No, I can't do that. Oh, I see, this is a this needs to go there, and this is sort of going there, right? So I want regularity on this region and here, so yeah, we can accept this excess of geometry for now. Let's smooth this out, smooth this out, smooth this crazy thing, and oh, I see, this one, instead of following, I got it. So this one is similar to the one of its side, but instead, and this one is missing some, yeah, so let's make more stuff here. Here it is clear that we need to need to continue looping around this flash area. And here we'll have some problems, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna end this. This model sheet now notation is now not helping. I need to check the reference of another character, so I'm going to, this is an old Blender 4.1 that I'm not using right now, so I need to, então eu preciso abrir esse outro launcher da versão zip. Then let's see. Não é isso aqui. Characters. I'm gonna check how I solved this on my own character right now. Probably not. Yeah, it's a much simpler. So let's see. Even made trigon here. Alright, so you see very. Now this crosses. Oh, I've made those ones. Okay. So the idea is to have this cross doing this. Okay, very simple. It's super low poly, right? Then we start working with these loops, which are more or less okay. Yeah, these, except that I had one less articulation. It should be, yeah, it is here, but yeah, I don't have a loop doing that. Sort of have, yeah, it is here. So the idea is have this, then we start to build this and the opposite. Not that, yeah, because I haven't started the joint of the fingers. This is why. And what about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we have something around looping on the top of the hand here. Some crazy loops there. Yeah, because this is I understand now, because I've made a very stylized low poly version of the, so this is why I haven't really got, there's even a triangle at the top. Yes, so this is why I haven't I didn't have a clear idea in my mind about all of those things. So the top here, alright, so I think I'm gonna use this idea, and here is just some strange faces that we'll have to deal with in a different approach. Maybe some idea of the diamond quads we can sustain, like these loops, this sort of loop crossing the hand like that from this area could be useful. This we already have something like that, and this is probably wrong. So the most important thing I think is this this stuff that we need to try to, but here I cannot use this yet. I'll have to reassess the joints, and I think I'm gonna use, eu vou usar uma técnica do joelho ali dos tutoriais que dá para usar aqui, nessas juntas dos dedos. So I'm gonna use this, so we can make these things pointy, this sort of crystals here for those joints on the top, the knuckles, and then on the bottom we'll use the knee technique of collapsing geometry. Yeah, so it is pretty simple, very, very accurate. And then you can have a subdivision on the middle to make some flesh anatomy things. Yeah, so very, very good idea here too for low poly in this case. Let's go back. Então acho que é assim que eu vou resolver a junta. Basicamente isso aqui é na lateral que vai colapsar. Merge at center, merge at center, merge at center, merge at center. Yeah, have to do one by one. I don't know to give many centers to Blender. I don't think this is possible with these tools. Individual centers, I think maybe there is, I don't know. So can I, yeah, then we have this, but actually this is not sufficient because they are also there. Okay, otherwise I think the collapsing there of the geometry won't happen, so I need these ones too. So just doing one side, fazer lado primeiro, E claro, não é certo que isso aqui vai funcionar. It's not 100% clear that this would work for fingers the way this is done here, but I believe this should work. Então a gente vai poder também agora automatizar, pelo menos fazer simultaneamente pelo menos isso daqui. So at least these ones we will be able to do something like that. And then here also, I guess, no, here we, yeah, so yeah, here we'll have it more visually, whatever. on X because the hand is pointing that. So it's very useful to have this the modeling made in a sort of aligned way with world stuff, right? So because of that, so here we can use the same idea here. We can use this to set some, I don't know, shapes. Yes, so it will be simple. Same here. And for the top, this seems to be a bit too close, right, to the let's push this more like here, right, along x-axis, all right. Then also let's try to get can also do some developments here. I'm not sure, but yeah, this is more for later, right? So let's not mess too much about that. Then the we could have some, we don't have fingernail topology very well here. Yeah, partially, it's not concluded, but if I were to do that, that would be, I guess, the problem is that this face loops, well, actually this can be, if we made that, or some, yeah, we can play with that. Actually this can work as as the geometry for some fingernails, maybe. So it will be, if we push this like that, then we rotate to make something like that, maybe. I'm not sure, but then we need to also bring this up. We'll also need to bring this forward. So yes, I think this can work, so it looks smart, but not totally sure. There are some things in the geometry that, yeah, there are different ways. The problem, they are too broad here on the side, so and if we diminish this, we end up with the finger will be too narrow, right? So unless we do all at once, right? So and push this back, I don't know. No, definitely this, yeah, the problem is also here. Yeah, this start to work, but like we need flash at the sides. Even on a stylized way, it will be hard to get this thing well, but we can, yeah, I can at least for now try it. So let's do that, and then here also shrink on here. Yeah, here we already did. So this looks very weird, of course, in this shading without any material, anything. Yeah, it's too blocky also. We need to check, I need to find a better approach for all those things. And also we don't have subdivisions not working. Maybe there's some, yeah, inverted face apparently. And flip, right? Still not good with the subdivisions for the hand, despite all the smoothing that we already did. But yeah, we are too much on the mesh topology thing right now, so that's sort of normal that we don't have good shapes yet. And there's holes, ok, esses buracos, porque a gente estava focando muito porque eu estava focando demais na topologia de malha. É um pouco normal que não esteja preparado, né, ainda para. So here maybe I can try to, yeah, so I'm lacking geometry here. This will end in a trigon if I don't do nothing about this. So this part here is not so much deforming. This is near the wrist, so of course this is complication, but yeah, this part is not moving too much, I guess, deforming too much. So if we can, of course there could be some way if I find the need of some sort of subdivision, or I see. So we have something wrong here, so we can try to, there we go. E continua tendo um polo aqui, então essa parte vai afundar, isso aqui vai afundar. So this will tend to shrink, right, during the deforms. Yeah, there are a lot of bad shapes here, but the topology, I think it will be good for rigging. And the shapes, of course, we need to improve a lot. So maybe those smoothing areas aren't as good as I was expecting. Talvez as áreas que eu encontrei para os face loops que eu fiz não são, no final das contas, não são tão bons assim para smutar a mão, e aí eu acabei smutando demais também e ficou meio estranho. Então tem muitos parâmetros, né, para considerar. So here, let's try to slightly improve this for now. And here I still need to figure out, oh, I see. Alright, so, or I thought I've seen, so is this looping strange because of this connection? Maybe. Será que isso está fazendo esse loop por causa dessa... Não. É um loop. Será que é por causa daqui, então? Ué? Claro. É porque tá inconcluso. Ele tá indo... Of course, it is looping like that because it is twisted, right? Not twisted, it is not the right loop, folks. So this should actually be, so there's nothing to do with that. So the loop is not doing its expected loop. So this actually needs to be going here. Yeah, we can bridge edge loops to do this, and maybe, and now yes, okay, back to normal. So this is important. And interiorly, then we can try to, okay, so here we have this diamond quad for now, which might be a problem. Isso aqui pode ser problema, não tenho certeza. Mas o mais importante que a gente tem aqui, como resolver isso aqui é outra história. This creates another interesting loop pattern which is incomplete. So what about this? Well, this loops in unconventional way, but not that this also doesn't collaborate with some thing that we need for the mesh topology and geometry of this. So maybe this is, yeah, alright, so it's like, but it's not like this is very important to be looping around. It's bizarre, but maybe it's, yeah, partially useful. Can't we, what if we do that? So we can, I don't know, this is a bit crazy, but now I don't know what this would do. Alright, never thought about that. If that goes, okay, so we can have a better idea for this actually. I need this to go actually. Let's delete that face. Let's, yeah, so if I can have this looping like around here, so it's crossing the other loop, but it crosses like here, so that would be much better. And it can also start to correspond, it can start to get into the joint region. And so, was it that? No, this then? This one, okay. So why this? Okay, I have this. This I'm not sure. Yeah, so let's ignore this thing for now. Maybe it's not required. Okay, this is the first one, alright, it is doing that as expected. Let's reshape a little, that's okay. Then we have, yeah, we don't have the other one, so where So you can use this to actually maybe connect here, and then it loops, and then it does that. Sort of, yeah, except here it's not very good. Yeah, this part a little bizarre. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, this is still fine. And then, yeah, this will remain bizarre, but maybe this is not a problem. There is some, well, there's sort of a bone here, so yeah, somewhere like here, so at least it is making this loop. So yeah, a bit strange, but I think it can work. So sometimes this is the it doesn't really matter too much, the phase loops, if they are not causing trouble in the rig, then, and if they are solving problem, that's just fine. Although it's a bit bizarre, I'd like to improve that. There are certainly ways to improve that, unless I got it when going here, right? It could be better. So it will be like this, right, folks? So very, very simple. So these loops still exist. Then these loops, what it does, yeah, it does all that, but it goes to the wrist. So there is this motion here of the mesh, not so much to, yeah, some sort of twisting. Not sure if that's great, but that can work too. And of course there's a trigon here which is annoying. Let's see. I'm not sure how to solve that right now. We need probably to create some, yeah, it's because of this diamond quad which redirects the mesh. And then we have this that is, of course, is behind here. We need to find a way to get this properly connected. Is one of the last issues to solve here. So the thumb is a special finger. So this is the top of the thumb, this is the sides. Oh yeah, okay, I know what to do. So let's start merge at center. Don't need the merge at center. Let's start with these joint features first. They will be the same as for the fingers there. Okay, one joint, then the other joint. Should we use the same technique? If we were to use the same technique, it would be, so I forgot here. Right, so yeah, here we can get this finger. Forgot to paint this. I'm using a lipstick material here just so that we understand. I don't have others for now. What I'm doing here? It's here. Then alright, the joint, so if I were using this technique for the joint of that part 2. Oh, I did the opposite. Yeah, okay, let's solve that. Eu fiz o contrário. Essa aqui tem isso, então aqui a gente já vai tentar mergindo isso aqui. We'll start straight ahead. It's a bit more harder here to see what's going on, but the principle is the same, so No, I'm making the wrong subdivisions, folks. Tô errando de novo. Então, aqui em cima, isso aqui é assim. Here I don't have an axis, so let's just scale like that. Well, it responds to x-axis according to the strange. Okay, but it helps. And so this part, let's dissolve. Let's mount this joint here, and change some stuff here. Okay, here's another, let's say, joint, but not in the sense of, yeah, it's the flesh part, right? So this is a bit tricky. So here we solve that joint here in a different way than before, so this will help me to understand. So 1 joint, 2, 3 joint. So this is good. This is looping well. This one is like still the finger, right? So I cannot risk this joint here, but I might have to do something about this geometry here, and this will be very risky. So how to deal with that? And here too there's the same problem, because I don't want to create geometry here for the, I cannot collapse this anywhere. Não posso criar geometria ali no, posso, mas eu não quero, porque ele vai ficar diferente dos outros dedos. Então se eu não tiver isso, vai ser muito ruim, né? Eu preciso disso, mas eu preciso achar um jeito de 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, let's try. And of course we end up with a trigon, but maybe this, yeah, it's in the joint area, so this interferes with one of the fundamental phase loops, so not good. So maybe I need to try something. Yeah, doing this in the joint region like that is very risky. Maybe here, because this is a area that shrinks a lot. Talvez porque essa é uma área que vai reduzir muito. Ela pode ter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, uma estrela de 6 polos. Então, talvez isso aqui não seja tão ruim, uma ideia para tentar colapsar essa malha. Agora eu não sei para essa outra parte aqui. And this doesn't create. Okay, this is not looping enough because of the. We still need this part to solve. So maybe here we can try something like that. And no, I don't want here. So maybe just try here. So that will be this will be here, and so this keeps looping. Aqui eu tô com trigon, so here we sustain that. This dies off on this trigon. This is fine. Let's give it this a different color here. And also this. So here we have this trigon which is not working yet. The idea here to not have this trigon. Let's try a bit more regularity here. There we go. This now we'll end up with a trigon anyways. So unless we try to, yeah, here we're lacking some stuff, so yeah, this area still is missing stuff. Aqui eu posso tentar talvez fazer isso. Alright, so we have this looping again back, and we have still this loop here which is still alive and safe. This one yeah, this one let's give red, this one will give it pink, except excluding this. Yeah, this will cause some trouble there, doesn't matter. Oh, then I forgot this one. No, I painted the wrong color. There we go. So this is the red one. We need some yeah, so here maybe what we do is just we need to collapse this mesh, right? So we're gonna claro, isso aqui é desastroso. This is disastrous, of course, but it's a way to start to find a way to handle that thing. Here, do we need this? No, I think we don't need this. So what is this new face loop we have here? That is not ready. A double face loop. Well, it tries to reach there. And here we need, how we solve that part? By creating this. Is not, probably not that good. Provavelmente isso aqui não é muito bom. Esse daqui vai afundar isso, talvez. Bom, na verdade, talvez possa afundar se eu conseguir manter pelo menos isso aqui mais ou menos elevado. Mas pode ser que essa área aqui fique uma bagunça. Yeah, so we'll have to keep finding some way to solve this. Then I think I'm nearly solving it, but yeah, there's the joint. I don't want to risk those trigons because of the eu não quero afetar esses triângulos aqui porque eles são daquela técnica do joelho. Então, for here. Oh, hold on, they are not the, yes, they are the ones. So I don't want to interfere with them. This is why whatever I do must be done from, well, but their joints maybe are, we can affect, yeah. So maybe I can do this in the end. We'll see while rigging. Então talvez isso aqui seja válido. We'll end with a lot of, yeah, lots of poles there, but so we can push this. A gente pode trazer isso aqui para cá. E aí eu vou ter a malha aqui que tanto estava faltando. Tudo porque falta malha ali colapsando em algum lugar. Não é uma área muito boa para colapsar malha, eu acho. Muito confuso. Não é como embaixo ou em cima da mão, é muito mais fácil. So here, okay, we got that. Let's solve this, I guess. Yes, this solve these ones. I see it starts looping well. And now all that we've done there, now it starts to make some sense. And though this dies, not dies, but this goes directly to the okay, where is the gizmo now? Okay, apparently it got bugged. I lost the gizmo for smoothing. This is very, very bad. I need to, maybe some bug, or I clicked something. anyways, we sort of figured something that I believe will work, and that would be the conclusion of this hand mesh topology. Yeah, two little this area, this is a trigon. Not sure that is the best approach. This can cause some problems maybe. I cannot smooth now. Oh, there, it's back. Voltou do nada. Então, no idea what happens, folks. Não faço ideia do que aconteceu. Mas, bom, vamos ver. Eu acho que assim. So, in principle, I try to follow many ideas. So, based on the experience I already had on hand modeling. So, I believe it should work. I just need get better shapes before rigging. Otherwise, besides one trigon there or some strange shape that can be solved, yeah, in the worst case scenario I just have to create more geometry here and that's it, right? So in principle these things should be working fine. Então aqui, bom, eu não preciso fazer esses ajustes aqui. So it's not the end of the world if something goes bad in rigging, because we have other ideas that we can bring back to the table and all that. Então a gente pode usar outras técnicas para tentar resolver, talvez de uma maneira mais simples. Aqui, claro, eu estou tentando misturar um monte de coisa e mais na intuição e vendo se dá para, se funciona. Em princípio, muitas das técnicas aqui devem ser precisas. Então, bom, here maybe we can play with some extra subdivision. It's a joint, very important joint, so I think this could be helpful. The mesh is already regular, but why not doing that so we can, for example, smooth this all along that. So there we could also do it here, right? But let's keep low. I'm placing them particularly here because these joints are very, very important, right, folks? Então eu estou colocando ali só porque essas juntas aqui são particularmente relevantes. And so here, this is a pinkish one. Okay, we do that. Then the red one, and then the blue one. Okay, let's look. Yeah, mesh topology wise, despite some bizarre uses we made here, it looks relatively accurate. So this is for the hand. It's done, folks. Yes, one of the first element of the task here. Let's accelerate this process. I promise I need to accelerate this stuff. So let's see if there's anything. I'm tired here already because of that. I haven't have lunch today yet. So let's see, going back. Okay, hands, no, we don't need that. Where's the blender? Okay. The subdivision, there's a lot of mesh going there. So then, of course, I cannot read the task. They are here. Okay, hand mesh topology geometry. The Necromancer 2D model sheet. Okay, this will require more inspiration, so I need to do that later. The eyes, yeah, I'm too tired. I need to finish this right now, and eu tenho que terminar agora. O cansaço pegou e então a gente volta numa próxima sessão para ir para os olhos e model sheet novo e os cabelos também. So thanks for watching, folks. Hope that was good enough, and so see you next time. Take care, happy blending. Falou, pessoal.